Hey YouTube, what's going on? Let me fix this camera. Okay, so today's video is gonna be on study tips, okay? So if you're new to this channel, my name's Lauren. I am an LPN currently. Before I was an LPN, I was a CNA, blah blah blah. So all my experiences in long-term care, but I'm currently basically not working. But I am employed somewhere. I am on somebody's payroll, but I don't really work. So right now I'm in subacute and I'm going for my RN. Okay, so anyway, let's get into this. So I'm in my 3rd semester of nursing school. So, last semester, I got a 91 in my class. Yeah, I think that I got an A- average, and I forget like my highest test score, but currently this semester my highest test score is a 95 and my lowest is 75. That 75 was on EKG, and then also it was on ABGs, and I didn't realize I was supposed to, for the ABGs, I thought I could just put metabolic acidosis, and I couldn't. You have to say metabolic acidosis if that's what it was, but you have to say whether the imbalance is compensated or uncompensated or partial compensation or some, you have to say that additional aspect of it. So I got those 2 wrong on that test. That brought my score down, and then the EKG really brought it down. But I figured out where my mistakes were, so hopefully on the final I'll do better. But yeah, so this semester my highest score was a 95. My lowest score was a 75 on that EKG ABG test. So my study tips, if I'm shooting for A's, but at the same time I'm trying to have like that balance of being with my family and going to my kids' sports games, during baseball, going to their games, going to their practices, studying as much as I can. So yeah. So my first tip is study on the go if you can. Like, have something always with you, so if you feel like studying or you have to and you're stuck at the store or you're stuck somewhere, then have your flashcards on you. So I use Quizlet. It's always on my phone. Also, I have my textbooks on my phone. So those are 2 options. And so Quizlet or flashcards or whatever study method, whether you take a notebook with you that has your notes in it or you're using your phone, whatever. Always have something available to study on the go. All right, don't be out somewhere and you have nothing with you to study. Also, you could use like your earbuds, and like you might be somewhere you can listen to YouTube videos. Like, say you're in a waiting room or your doctor's appointment, listen to YouTube videos on the phone. And I don't know why I'm doing this, but yeah. Study on the go. That's the first tip. The second tip, I used to just like read, but I found it way easier and more enjoyable to switch up. Even if you don't know your learning type, switch it up. Like, read the book, like read it. If you can, read it. Get an understanding, like if you're on the liver, get an understanding, like what does it do if it's normally functioning. Now you can go on to, like, get an understanding of whatever you're doing. If it's cirrhosis, get an understanding of cirrhosis, okay? And all the things that go along with cirrhosis. So read, do flashcards, teach out loud to like just the wall, or like whatever, your kids, whatever. What else can you do? Watch YouTube videos. Another thing I did, I could put a picture up on the screen. Like I have like colored pens, and I'll write, like I got a Dollar Tree notebook, the sketchbook from Dollar Tree, and it's just blank. So I write big, and I draw and like I'll draw little pictures, or I'll write different colors, or I'll put like something up here and then down here on this paper, and then I can kind of like visualize it when I'm trying to remember like how many were there, and then like I'll write the first letter of the med a different color than the rest of the med name. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, it was like 3 R's and 2 A's, you know. So switch it up, like make it memorable. And there's also, like, if you really, really listen to, like, different YouTube videos, like, you can even play around with, like, smells while you're studying, and then do that same smell during a test, like. And then there's, I didn't really get all the way through it, but Andrew Huberman had, one of his recent videos is, like, learn faster, and it's, like, how to be, like, use your body to learn, like as far as like movement and learning and how they are connected. So like get on YouTube and like try out different things, and you know, switch it up. Don't just sit there and be bored as crap, because then you're gonna be in what's called passive studying, where you're like sitting down to study and it makes you feel good that you're studying, but you're not really actively learning. And then the other thing you could do when you're studying is do questions. And Quizlet is good. Like, I'm not a big person like, oh, do this app and you just gotta pay $35 a month. And before you know it, you're paying for like a million apps. But Quizlet, I pay for that, because you could do Quizlet Plus, right? You can do the flashcards. You can like highlight on the flashcard, do bold, underline. You do all that. You can upload your own pictures on the flashcards. And then the other thing you can do is do the test on, no, not the test, the learn button on Quizlet. So it's like spaced repetition, where, and I was just watching another YouTube video on this, and I can link it below, it helps. So if you're doing flashcards and you're like, okay, I don't know this one, and then you flip it over and it's like, okay, that's the flashcard. Instead of putting it on the back, you should put it in the middle, so that you're exposing it more. And then if you get to the next flashcard and you're like, oh, I know this, psh, yep, I'm ready, put that on the back. And then that's using spaced repetition, like, so that's how flashcards are done, and that's what Quizlet does for you. Like, they already did the work, the research to know what spaced repetition is. And then the other thing Quizlet has is like, it'll take, like, say you do a Quizlet set of like 50 flashcards, it'll take those 50 and take out like 10 at a time, and then you have to match up. It's like that matching game where this goes to that one and then it'll disappear, and it times you. So that's a good way to memorize too. So you could just like do all these different activities and switch it up and keep it interesting, and definitely like you'll memorize things more that way. Also, big huge tip, capitalize on your time of day. If you are like the smartest person in the world in the morning, which most of us are, I guess, then in the morning time, go hard. Like, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. It drives my husband crazy, but I wake up, my alarm is going off at 5 a.m. and I am up and out of bed. So I get that morning time, straight out of bed, sit there, study. I might meditate, I might stretch, before I start, or like in the middle of that morning time thing. And like if I'm meditating, I'll meditate on like either my breath, or I'll do like how I want my day to go. Like if I'm working on, you know, not getting angry or something, like I'll be like, I am gonna be calm today. I'm calm. I am calm. Like I'll just meditate on like a phrase, or I'll meditate on anything, on receiving money or whatever. Like just meditate on something that makes you get your mind right. So this is kind of turning into a morning routine video, but yeah, the point was, if you're really good at night, capitalize on nighttime and structure your day so other things, like more active things, are for when you're going to be more tired. Because if you're tired, it's harder to learn. Okay, so capitalize on your like best time of day to learn. Now, we already talked about spaced repetition, but another thing I didn't say is before classes, try and do some review of the topic, because then when the teacher asks questions, then you know what you don't know. Like you have more of an idea of what to study in the future. And then the last tip is, it sounds like yeah, no, but if you actually do it, it helps. Like, make sure you're eating healthy. Like, go get fruit, veggies, do like a prep day, like cut up whatever, get hummus, so you can sit there and snack on stuff that's actually gonna be healthy. Like, especially sugar. Like, get healthy sugar, like fruit, instead of eating cookies, because that's just not doing anything for you except for making you crash, and then you're not getting any vitamins, or you're getting nothing for the sugar. Like, it's like giving your money away and not getting anything for it. So get plenty of water, get good diet, and also exercise. I was way better before school started, and in like the earlier semesters when it was like a little more easier. But now, like, I feel awesome when I exercise. Like, another thing you can do to get exercise is study while you're exercising. Like, if you want to take a walk and like listen to a YouTube video, or take a walk and do Quizlet. I like doing Quizlet when I'm walking, just to like get out the house. Like, so that's an idea too, to get your steps in, get your blood pumping, you know what I mean? Even if it's just like 5 minutes of like jumping jack, like 45 seconds of jumping jacks, 45 seconds of burpees, 45 seconds of what's another cardio, like high knees, and then another 45 seconds of plank. So you get the ab core work in. That's gonna, and burpees gives you core work too. So that'll get your blood pumping, you know, get your heart rate up, give you some benefits of exercising without, and it's just, so it's just like the mental part of it, that yeah, I got my exercise in, and you feel healthier, and you feel your body, like that tired feeling in your muscles, and it just makes you feel good. So even if it's just like 5 minutes, like I always put my timer on my phone, and then I watch the seconds portion, and when it hits 45, I stop and I rest before I go into the next exercise, and it'll be, you know, that'll be the 1 minute mark, and then it'll hit 2 minutes, and I start up, go for 45 seconds, and then 45 to 59, I'm resting, and so forth, and just do whatever you want. And then another day you might stretch, another day you might do arms, like So I'm telling you this because I've done it and I know what it feels like to do all these things in one day. And it's like next level. You know what I mean? So if you do everything in one day, that's awesome. Like meditate, capitalize on your time of day, eat healthy, drink water, exercise, like do everything. Like you're gonna do good. Get sleep. So those are my tips, guys. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm trying to do every week from now on. I'm trying to do every week because I love doing videos. And let me know if it helped y'all. Bye.